You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Tuesday the 29th of April, 2025. It is 40 days after the spring equinox. It is 52 days before the summer solstice. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 10th day of Floréal, the day of the râteau, the rake. The sun rises today at 5:56 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:53 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:50 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:20 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:56 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 21 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 6% full at midday. The first quarter will arrive on Sunday, the 4th of May. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the morning, low tide, 6:05 a.m., minus 12 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 12:24 p.m., 1 meter 65. In the evening, low tide, 6:10 p.m., 6 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, the wild turkey, dubbed Astoria the turkey by the press, has left its overwintering location of Roosevelt Island and has flown back into Manhattan. She is probably seeking a mate. The NYPD tried to capture her, but without success. Hopefully she will make it to Central Park and find a paramour. Commemorations. On this day in 1639, the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan founded his new capital of Delhi. Dubbed Shah Jahanabad, it is now referred to as Old Delhi. On this day in 1939, the White Stone Bridge connecting the Bronx and Queens was opened. It was completed in just 23 months under the leadership of Robert Moses. Though Moses is very out of fashion these days, he did get things done. On this day in 1975, the United States began to evacuate its citizens from Saigon. It was the end of American involvement in the Vietnam War, as South Vietnam finally collapsed. On this day in 1992, a jury acquitted Los Angeles Police Department officers on charges of excessive force in the beating of Rodney King. Outrage at that verdict led to rioting around the nation. On this day in 2018, the government of Sweden used Twitter to announce that Swedish meatballs were not, in fact, native to Sweden. The tweet read, quote, "Swedish meatballs are actually based on a recipe King Charles XII brought home from Turkey in the early 18th century. Charles had embarked on a foolish military expedition against Russia and found himself stranded for 6 years in Moldova at the edges of Ottoman territory. While there, he developed a taste for spiced meatballs known as köfte. He also enjoyed the local coffee. On his return to Sweden in 1714, he introduced these exotic foodstuffs to his chilly northern kingdom. Today, we can celebrate the fact that the richest traditions of every place are often the product of cross-cultural exchange. What would New York City be like without Eastern European bagels, or Neapolitan pizza, or Swedish meatballs? And that is the Observatory, Tuesday the 29th of April, 2025.